The next solo that we're going to tackle is in the key of G. We'll be working with the G7 chord, C9, and D9. And of course, you could use a C7, D7, and then back to G7. So let me show you a few ideas that we can work with in our solos. The first one that we're going to talk about is right here in G minor pentatonic, and what a lot of us will call pattern number 2. So it lives there. And it's on the first string, and I do this often in my solos. Well, I'll kind of do a little slide up and then slide back really quickly. So I'll go from the C to the C sharp or D flat. And as I come back, I'll pull off to the B flat. And then I'll end on the G because that's my root note there. Now, the cool thing about this kind of idea and what I like to do is it's almost like I put a human volume pedal on it, if you will. I might play it really lightly and delicately to get some emotion out of it. Then I'll dig in and really sort of make the intensity ramp up, or make it crescendo, as you might say. It's a really cool, useful tool. I mean, you could do that anywhere. And these are some of the things that might get lost in a normal, sort of lesson that, you might hear somebody do it, but they go, oh man, that's the cool part. That's what I wanted to check out. It's those emotions that we can put into our playing that really make our licks stand out. So again, let's try this here on the 8th fret. That's the whole lick, but you really want to get it smooth like that. So what you do is just play it once. You have to give it enough gas on the right hand to make it sustain. So when you do it fast, it's a really great trilling kind of motion, great sliding motion there. Okay, so the second idea that we'll target in this solo is the use of the open 3rd string, the open G string. We're in the key of G, and this creates a really great, I think, Billy Gibbons-esque, ZZ Top type drone quality to it. It's really, really great sound. So what I like to do is play that 3rd string with my middle finger, and then play and keep that droning while I play other notes. And you'll often hear me kind of walk down a scale like that. But I'll keep the open G string going along with it. I put my bridge pick up on, it'll get a little bitier. Now, you'll hear me do a variation or two of that probably in this solo, but that's the derivation of it. It's where it's coming from. I love playing that kind of thing. It just makes the guitar sound big and huge, and this kind of situation might be a trio or a quartet that you're playing in. That'll really eat up a lot of space and it'll sound really full. Here's one more idea that we can target in our solos. We can give this a try. I really love double stops. They have a great aggression and emotion with them. And we're going to do it up here in the octave of the pattern number 1 pentatonic here. Key of G. We can grab our 3rd and 2nd strings. So let me add a little bit of gain to that to help out the sustain. It's very similar to the idea we did earlier, but we're going to do it more in a double stop, more aggressive fashion. If I really gain it up, it's going to sound pretty gnarly. So now we're bringing sort of more maybe rock elements. Again, I quoted ZZ Top, or I mentioned ZZ Top before, Billy Gibbons, players like that, Gary Moore, who will bring this sort of unabashed rock style into these licks. It's really a cool thing to help propel the solo and give it some variety. You can see that we've covered a lower portion of the neck, sort of the middle area here with these higher licks and that little nice dramatic crescendoing thing. And then we'll get up into maybe a higher double stop tension building idea. These are all great things to sort of weave into your solo to give it really a lot of life and a personality as it's going through all 12 measures. Okay, so let's use some of these ideas when we're playing our solos.